welcome to our screening of the 1976 film Marathon Man, which was directed by John Schlesinger from a screenplay by William Goldman. As Lauren mentioned, I'm Rob King and I work here at the School of the Arts. This screening, as she also mentioned, inaugurates a faculty selects program of films that next semester in the fall will celebrate the School of the Arts' 60th anniversary by featuring notable films by graduates of our MFA film program, chosen by the instructors who in many cases taught those graduates. Tonight's screening of Marathon Man is kind of advance notice of that series, as well as a chance to touch briefly on the School of the Arts' origin story, so to speak. As I mentioned, the film was scripted by William Goldman, adapting his own 1974 novel. Goldman was a Columbia alumnus. Actually, could you advance the slide here? He graduated with an MA in English in 1956, which was just a few years before the School of the Arts founding, and he would subsequently teach master's classes in our program. My colleague Dan Kleinman, though, tells me that Goldman really had to have his arm twisted in that respect to teach here because he didn't enjoy his time at Columbia, about which enough said. Anyway, it's difficult to think about a movie that is more Columbia than this one. It's written by a former Columbia graduate student. Its central character is a Columbia graduate student, played by Dustin Hoffman, and its action is partly filmed in and around Columbia and Morningside Heights. Now, at its core, Marathon Man is a film that addresses the legacy of the Holocaust through a story of two brothers, one of whom is secretly a government agent involved in a shadowy operation involving a former Nazi. As Goldman recalled in his memoir, Which Lie Do I Tell, or Did I Tell, Marathon Man's genesis lay in two questions. One, what if someone in your family whom you knew and loved wasn't remotely what you had thought? And two, what if the world's most wanted Nazi came to Manhattan? If you could advance the slide as well. The Nazi is played by Laurence Olivier, whom you'll see in this slide here, in an Oscar-nominated role that will infamously have you rescheduling your dentist appointments. The result is one of the outstanding conspiracy thrillers of the 1970s, albeit one that's been largely overlooked in film scholarship. Regardless, Goldman was on a real hot streak during this period, which would also include his scripts for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid from 1969, All the President's Men, another great conspiracy movie, also from 76, and A Bridge Too Far from 77. And he'd go on to do the script for Princess Bride, adapting his own novel of that name as well. Anyway, back to Marathon Man. The Paramount head at the time, Robert Evans, snapped up rights to Goldman's novel and had Goldman adapt it himself, this being at a time when Evans was looking for a follow-up to another literary adaptation that had been a big success for him, which was, of course, The Godfather. There are a lot of anecdotes regarding the making of this film, and I'm sure you would feel that you were not getting your money's worth if I didn't mention the most famous one about how Dustin Hoffman, a method actor, stayed up all night during the filming of this movie so that he would appear suitably frazzled the next day, which prompted Laurence Olivier to quip, "My dear boy, have you tried acting?" But I'd like to foreground a couple of less familiar stories, if we could advance the slide again. My first